Hi everyone, my name's Kara. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. Excuse my appearance. I am currently on lunch. Yes, I have a really long lunch today, so I was able to come home. I only live like 10 minutes away from my job, so that's great. But this is a very exciting video today. Very, very exciting, because guess what? Well, you already know. You clicked on the title. It is my 1-year booktube anniversary. Woo! Celebrate good times. I am so excited. So to celebrate this milestone on my channel, I have decided to do a 48-hour readathon, and I'm going to be doing a lot of sprinting and hanging out with friends and reading and all of the good stuff that booktubers do, you know, just going to be reading a bunch of books, or at least trying to, and I'll probably only read one this weekend. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm going to actually really try to read more than one book. But before I get into the books and what books we're going to be reading, number one, hit that subscribe button. If you've been watching a few of my videos, if you enjoy my content, I would absolutely love it if you would do that. And number two, we got a couch today, like an actual couch. We have been living in this house for almost 6 months, 9 months, something along those lines, but we don't have a couch downstairs. And today our couch finally came in, and I am so excited. So I'm going to go downstairs and do the reveal with you. It's going to be amazing. We've been literally sitting on the floor for 6 months. Okay, let's go look at it. Oh my God, here's the reveal. Look. Oh my God, there's an actual couch. Hallelujah. She is stunning. She is gorgeous. She is the moment. I am absolutely obsessed. Oh my God. Just look at me. I'm actually laying down on a couch. This is incredible. We have had here. This is what we've been working with the last 6 months, is this little love seat over there. It doesn't even fit one person. But now I have a whole couch I can sit and read on. This is amazing. So just wanted to start the video off with this. I am just so excited. I can lay down. I can talk to you from here. This is incredible. Like, it's so soft. It's so comfortable. I could sleep on this couch. Like, if anyone comes and visits me ever, they have a place to sit. Well, we actually have a guest bed, but like, this is amazing. I can actually like hang out on the couch. This is so great. Okay, so maybe let's just talk about the books for a second, okay? Guys, I'm in the middle of 5 books at the moment. Literally 5 books. No, just kidding. That's 3. I'm in the middle of 3 books at the moment, and that's an issue. I don't like that for myself. But my plan is to hopefully finish all 3 of them. Odds that's going to happen are really, really low, but I really want to. So here are the books that I'm going to be talking about. Number 1, we have the final revival of Opal and Nev. I am halfway through this book. I picked this book out for a vlog that I was going to do, which I totally just dropped the ball on, as always with my reading vlogs. But I'm halfway through that book right now. I have it on audio. I feel like that is a very reasonable book that I could probably finish this weekend. I probably only have 150 pages left. It's not very long. Really loving it. Really enjoying it. Basically, quick synopsis of the plot. It is about a duo in the 1970s. They are a biracial musical duo, and kind of about their rise to fame. It's very similar to Daisy Jones and the Six. A journalist is, I think, writing a book about it or something. I can't remember like the actual why they're recapping all of this, but like a journalist is like writing a book about it or an article about it, and they're recapping the whole thing. Number 2, A Place for Us. I started this book for my What Day Is It vlogs last week, which totally dropped the ball on that vlog as well. The vlog, to be honest with you, I didn't do a lot of reading, and it's hard to do vlogs sometimes when like you don't read books because you want to like market it as a reading vlog, but like you didn't read anything. So I don't think I'm actually going to post that vlog because it was honestly just me editing every day and being stressed. A Place for Us. I am currently almost 100 pages into it. Absolutely loving it. Why did I not read this book before? It is so good. Everyone who said it's amazing, you are absolutely right. It's stunning. It's incredible. I'm in love with the book. It's about a family who's coming back together for their daughter's wedding. There are a lot of like tensions in the family where the son is kind of like excommunicated from the family. You don't really know why, and you're following each member of the family as they kind of come back together. You're learning about the history of the family. They're an American Indian family, I believe, and it is so beautiful. The writing is incredible. I'm so attached to the characters already, and I love that in a book. I've been really wanting a great family generational saga recently, and this was just perfect. And then 3rd book I'm in the middle of is Sorrow and Bliss by Meg Mason. This started again last week for the What Day Is It vlog. halfway through, really enjoying it as well. This is I guess you could say it's a memoir about Meg Mason's life. She's just had a really, really difficult life with mental health. She's been severely depressed her entire life, and you're just reading a book about her and her experiences, and I'm finding a lot of solace in it, to be honest with you. Her mental illness is very significant, and it affects literally every aspect of her life, and it's kind of sad to read about it sometimes, but I don't know, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm finding like, I don't know, just like a lot of camaraderie in it, if that makes any sense. I'm going through it right now, if you didn't know, but like, we're working on it. Okay, so those are the 3 books that I'm in the middle of. Other books I have options of choosing from. Number 1, Skyward. I am kind of in the mood to read that right now. This came up on TBR Tinder, and like, to be honest with you, could really go for a sci-fi, like just a fast-paced novel. I would fly through it. I just want that like energy you feel when you're reading a good book, you know? And I loved the first one, but I heard the second one is not as great. And then the other one that I was thinking of was The Night Circus. The only reason I'm kind of halfway about reading that this weekend, maybe I'd start it, but I definitely will not finish it. It's a longer book. It's probably around 450, 500 pages or so, but I'm feeling like the fantasy vibe could be good for this weekend, considering I already have so many other literary fictions that I'm already reading. I also have Queenie on my docket as well, but I think I would like to finish the other literary fictions I'm reading right now before I start Queenie. So Skyward or The Night Circus could be a good break if I am looking to not read literary fiction. So that's like the status of my weekend. I'm going to be literally sprinting the entire weekend, which I'm so excited about. I have some friends who are probably going to be joining me. I hope you all enjoy this vlog. Welcome to the vlog. We're going to have a great time. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention, is this a 48-hour readathon? Sure. But like, my 48-hour readathons are basically when I get off of work to when I start work, or to Sunday night before I go to work on Monday. So it's just like I don't know. It's just a weekend of reading. That's what it is. All right. I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi, I'm back. It is like 8:15 p.m. on Friday night. I am starting my 48-hour readathon now at like 8:30, 8:20, whatever time it is. I watched an episode of The White Lotus to like kind of just decompress a little bit for my day. And now we're going to be getting into some reading. So I'm going to be starting off listening to the final revival of Opa and Nev. I am about 50% of the way done with it. I don't think I could finish tonight. I mean, maybe if I was like really just zooming through it, maybe I could, but I'm feeling like a little tired. Just because I've been feeling a little tired the whole week, which is bad for me because my plan was to stay up as late as I could tonight. Don't know if that's going to happen at this point, but I'm just going to do some cozy gaming and reading sprints and call it a night. I'm going to listen to my audiobook, just like game for a little while, probably play either Disney Dreamlight Valley or Stardew Valley, my lovely little farming sims, and just jive. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. I have a cup of tea and I'm just going to be sprinting and gaming and reading. Love to see it. Okay, so that's what's happening. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace. Hi everyone, want to give an update. It is 11 p.m. and I faded real fast on those reading sprints. I mean, didn't even make it through one of them without getting really tired. I literally fell asleep in another one, so that was great. I'm 70% into the final revival of Open Nev, made it 20% additionally on those sprints, and I'm really liking it. I mean, I think this is going to be a solid 4-star for me. What I like most about this book is that you have the setting of the music industry, which is just a really fun setting in general, right? And then it's about a biracial musical duo, and it's set in the 1970s, so there's still a lot to go in terms of learning anti-racism and stuff like that. But there's so much commentary about the difficulties that Black people face in general in living in the 1970s. It talks about how it's difficult for Opal to be in that industry. She gets like profiled a lot, and there's a lot of prejudice against her and lots of discrimination against her. And then there's some very like racially motivated events that happen in this book as well. And there's some just great discussion surrounding the whole thing. Yeah, I think there's a great narrative about it. There's a great message behind this book, and I would definitely recommend it if you're interested. I think it's really important, and I'm glad I'm reading this book, and I really like this book, and I think it's a solid 4-star. And I'm gonna finish it tomorrow morning. But until then, I kind of want to watch the second episode of White Lotus and just like slowly fade off into sleep. I am so tired. I literally can't keep my eyes open. This is what you get for working a full-time job, is that you are on such a regimented sleep schedule, and you have a normal bedtime, and my bedtime is like 10:30. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. All right, I finished my first book of the readathon. I finished The Final Arrival of Opal and Nev literally 2 minutes ago, and I'm gonna give it a 4 stars. I really liked this book. I thought it was really great. It had fantastic commentary on like racial disparities, and not only in the music industry but in the world in general. There was some really great juxtaposition between white culture versus Black culture, and I think I'll try and gather my thoughts in a little bit and try and come back to you later. But there was just, you could sense the conflict that was happening, and it was like palpable conflict. Like you're reading this and you're just like, oh my God, like cringing at some of these parts about how sad it is how Black people can be so marginalized. But the reason I really liked this book is because it was, number one, it was very reminiscent of like the Taylor Jenkins Reid Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and also Daisy Jones and the Six. It was set up in this kind of like interview style where the whole book is set from the perspective of a young writer who is writing the story about Opal and Nev, and you're going through different interviews. The whole book is like an interview style, and then there's like little snippets of like the editor's notes and whatnot throughout the book. And I really liked that. It was a book about racial like issues, but set in the music industry. And I just feel like if you liked Daisy Jones and the Six, if you liked Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, you would probably really like this book as well. I really did like the commentary that it provided. And also the audiobook was incredible. Full cast, great narration. The characters really came to life through the audiobook. And I thought it was totally worth the read. I'm giving it a 4 stars. That's just the feeling that I have. It feels like a 4-star to me. Like there was definitely a lull for me in the middle of the book where I wasn't as gripped with it. But towards the end, it was like I couldn't put it down. I was just like, there was a huge culmination of events at the end. It was just so sad to just see the entire way that the book ended. I mean, yes, it was sad, but it was also just like kind of heartbreaking, you know? Like you just really felt just a lot of tension going on in the book. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really great read. Like I said, if you're looking for something along the lines of Daisy Jones and the Six and along the lines of Evelyn Hugo, this would definitely be the next book on my list for sure. And also like I said, I had read this book. Well, I had intended to read this book for a vlog all about like the music industry. There are just like not a lot of great books centered around the music industry other than the ones that I've read. If you guys have any other recommendations of books that you like that are like centered around a band or around singing or anything like that, please leave them in the comments. But like, I don't know, of the research that I did, Daisy Jones and the Six and then The Final Arrival of Opal and Nev are like the mainstays in book world about music. So as far as other thoughts, I will probably maybe say other thoughts as I let the book sit with me a little bit more. I'm very confident on my 4-star rating, but we are about to go to a coffee shop. I have Sprint starting at 1 p.m. today, and we're gonna go to a coffee shop / record store. It looks pretty expensive, but I think it's gonna be really fun. Reed and I have been really into records lately. We got a record player this year and have just been jamming nonstop with it. Ugh, the sound a record player gives is incredible. Yeah, we're gonna go do that with our morning, and then I'll come back, do some reading sprints, and go from there. I don't know what book I'm gonna read next. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break for an hour, and then I'll come back and see what I'm vibing. All right, peace. Hey everyone, here's what's happening. So Reed and I got back from the coffee shop just about a half hour ago or so. It was amazing. I really love that place. And we've just like been really loving records and like searching for vinyls and stuff. I don't know. It's just such a fun hobby. Yeah, they had incredible coffee, but now I am back and I just started reading sprints. I'm going to be sprinting the entire day. I hope you were able to join if you are seeing this after the fact. It is time to get some reading done. So here is what I'm thinking. Here are my options. Like I said, I could read Sorrow and Bliss, but I'm not really in the mood for that at the moment. It's definitely a sad book and I'm really not feeling a sad mood right now. So I want to read something a little bit more just upbeat, something maybe I can just get through really quickly. So last night on Sprints, I was talking about how I'm really, really in the mood for a book about like a legal thriller right now, and something kind of like in the podcast style. And Hannah Blackwell and a few other people recommended The Night Swim. They said it's like a book set in the podcast style, kind of like Serial, if you guys have listened to that podcast. But I am really, really feeling that right now. And I have some chores to do around the house. Like I have to water my plants and clean and stuff like that. So I think I might start with that just because I want an audiobook to listen to. Physically, I'm thinking of reading A Place for Us once I am done with my chores and kind of the audiobook stuff. I am currently about 100 pages into it and I am really, really loving this. This is the family saga that I need at the moment and I have 5-star vibes already. It's incredible. Writing is so beautiful. I literally can't believe I have waited this long to read this book. So once I get done with my chores and adulting, I think that's what I will end up reading. But I'm gonna be sprinting the whole freaking day. We are out here reading books, doing the most. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hi. Okay. Well, let me give you a little update on what I'm doing. Guys, I have finally found a book I am so in the mood for. This is amazing. I'm gonna finish this book today because it's that good. So I'm currently listening to The Night Swim on audio. It was available at my library. People were saying like on Sprints last night that it was a really good audiobook and oh my God, were they right. This is an incredible audiobook and I am sucked in. I'm like an hour into the audiobook and I'm like, all I wanna do is listen to this book today. And I wish I had a physical copy or an ebook so I could read along with it. Did you ever listen to the podcast Serial? Because it's literally Serial in a book form. Like it's about this podcaster who had a very, very successful true crime podcast where they were able to like uncover a bunch of evidence from a previous trial and stuff like that. Like her podcast has totally sparked the true crime podcast industry, all of that kind of stuff. And she is now covering a case of serious sexual assault to the highest extent of a young, I think it's a teenager. The book is like half podcast and then half like commentary and like note writing and evidence and stuff like that. The podcast portions are so good. There's literal ambient noise. There's like oceans and like sounds in the background. You can hear the podcaster's voice. It actually sounds like a podcast. And if you have any interest in like true crime or anything like that, I think you would love this. It's grabbed me instantly. Like I don't normally give 5 stars to like thrillers or anything like that, but like there's potential here. There's definite potential. I'm only 10% in, so I'm not gonna like make any calls yet, but I really, really think that this book has potential to be 5 stars. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm literally just reading and then that's about it. I'm like cleaning and kind of just jiving on Sprints and we're having a great time and it's all good. It's all good. So I'm gonna keep listening to my audiobook and see you in a bit. Hello, I am here to give an update on The Night Swim. I'm like 40% into it. It is really freaking good. If you want to listen to this book, you have to read it via audio. That is like the only way to read this book. So basically we're following this reporter. So you're following her podcast, that's one storyline, and then you're also following another storyline in which she's receiving letters from this girl named Hannah, whose sister and mother died like in very quick succession. Her sister, they say that she drowned, but like apparently there's a lot more to the story, and the sister's kind of writing these letters to this podcaster to like uncover what's happening. There's a lot going on. It's really fast paced. It's really interesting. The audiobook is very gripping, and like I just feel like I'm zooming through it. Hopefully I will finish it tonight. It's only 7 o'clock, so I'm hoping to be up for the next like long while. I don't know. I really want to finish this book, and then, you know, that would be 2 books done, which would be amazing. The other book that I had in mind for physical reading is Our Wives Under the Sea. I started this like back in December, made it about 60 pages, and then just put it down literally for no reason. It was so good, and I don't know why I put it down, but I just did. It's only about 200 pages or so, so I'm kind of wondering if I just want to like smash that one out, and then we can have 2 books read. I don't know. My other option is to just play my game and listen to the audiobook, which I probably will do. Oh, whatever. This is so fun. We're having a great time on Sprints. I hope you were able to join at some point, and if you weren't, you can go back and watch them. Well, just keep reading. Hi. Here's a quick little update. I started a puzzle, which has been so fun. My battery's about to die, so I gotta like say this really quick. But started a puzzle. We're thriving. I did some jumping jacks. It's going well. It says I have about 3 hours left. It's like 10 o'clock right now on Saturday night. I have about 3 hours left of the audiobook, but I'm listening on double speed, so hopefully I'll be done in about an hour and a half. I'm ending Sprints at around midnight, but then after that, I'm thinking I need a like quick, just like graphic novel read, whatever. So I'm thinking about picking up I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, which is a manga. Look at me literally not picking up anything from TBR Tinder yet, but not me saying that yet because I'm thinking I'm gonna do Night Circus after I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Up in the air right now, but that's where we're at. Things are going well. I am thriving. I am not tired. I'm staying awake. Tomorrow I have to work out. I absolutely have to. My legs are just like, I need to like do exercise. But yeah, just vibing, thriving, sprinting, puzzling, jumping jacking, drinking some caffeinated tea at 10 p.m. It's like I'm back in college again for one night in the worst part of college where you're studying and cramming. It's all fun stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying this vlog. Peace. Also, I realized I gave zero update about the night swim. I'm about, like I said, I have 2 hours left of it. It is incredible. I feel like the storylines are starting to cross over now. Like the stuff that happened with this previous drowning is coming into light, that there might have been like a sexual assault associated with it. And for some reason, it's feeling very reflective of the current state of her podcast about the crime that she is following right now. This book is incredible. I'm not kidding. I think I might give it 5 stars. Like legit. I don't think I've ever given a thriller 5 stars, to be honest with you. Maybe like once. I think I gave Miracle Creek 5 stars, and that's because I loved it so much as well. But I love a good legal thriller. And the fact that this is like a podcast, this is just everything I'm wanting and more right now. I am absolutely loving it. 1,000,000% would recommend it if you are interested in reading it. It is so good. But listen to the audiobook because that's, I feel like, the only way to read this book. The audiobook is incredible, and it is meant for this book to be consumed in this way. So that's where we're at. I'll give you an update when I finish it, and let's keep going. did it. I finished The Night Swim. I'm giving it 5 stars. That was an incredible book. That book was so good. One of the best thrillers I feel like I've read. I think the reason why is like the commentary surrounding sexual assault was incredible. It very much reminded me of Know My Name by Chanel Miller, which is essentially the nonfiction version of that book. If you've read The Night Swim and enjoyed it and you haven't read Chanel Miller's Know My Name, you absolutely need to go do that. It's just gutting to hear what sexual assault victims have to go through. But oh my God, that was so good. The point that this book makes, incredible. And the way that this author did it in such a engaging way. Like the audiobook it was like you were listening to a true crime podcast. It was just done so well, just so well. That was probably one of the better audiobooks I've ever listened to. I really enjoyed it. There was I don't think it was a full cast, but they definitely had different voices for each of the characters and stuff like that. Definitely trigger warnings for sexual assault. Sorry, it is 12:45 in the morning and me trying to form coherent thoughts right now are very difficult. Really, really loved it though. Like 5 stars for sure. Very heavy subject matter, but very important subject matter for people to understand what victims go through in like a sexual assault trial. It's just not even the trial, just the aftermath. Like if you go to the emergency room and just all of that kind of stuff. It's horrible. It's horrible what people have to go through to prove that they have gone through a sexual assault. It's just so sad. Like, come on, can our society just like do better and not continually traumatize people like that? Okay, well, it's 12:45 in the morning. My puzzle's going great. I did have a second wind after we finished sprints. We finished sprinting at like midnight, and that was 11 hours of reading sprints. That's the longest I've ever done reading sprints ever. You know what? I was just committed to the craft. I finished an entire book. I finished 2 books today. I would consider this the most successful 24, 48-hour readathon I've ever done. Very proud of myself, but tomorrow I need to be a real human. I need to go to the gym. I need to go outside of my house. I think tomorrow morning I'm going to start off the morning with I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, just to like get a 3rd book going. But I'm also thinking about finishing Our Wives Under the Sea. And then I also do want to start the Night Circus as well. So we have a lot of options. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you for bearing with me. And if you were on reading sprints, I really appreciate you. But I am fading fast. I'm fading fast. Okay. Night. Guys, I literally lied. Okay, so here's what happened. I went upstairs to go brush my teeth. And then I just got a 3rd wind. I feel like the caffeine is really hitting right now. And I'm not tired. So here's what I've decided. I'm just gonna have a little slumber party with myself on our new couch and test it out for sleeping wise. I feel bad. I don't want to like disturb Reed in his sleep, so I'm just gonna sleep here for the night. I'm probably gonna put on, I don't know, a TV show or something, and then I'm gonna read I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It just looks so cute. I don't know. I like kind of flipped through it earlier. I just love the art style. I don't know. I think this is gonna be really great, and I'm super excited to get into manga. I feel like I'm gonna really like it, especially since I'm like going through my like video game phase right now. I'm just saying the art styles are similar between some Nintendo games and then also in manga. But I'm really excited for this. Like people were on sprints were saying this is very emotional. Probably won't get emotional because I'm kind of sleep deprived right now, and I'm just running on sheer adrenaline at this point. And caffeine. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm just gonna read this and just have a little slumbie. Okay, bye. I guess I'm watching the Northern Lights. I don't know what's happening.
What? The Statue of Liberty. I'm confused. That's how is that calming? I don't know. There's people in the stands.
I'm not okay. I'm too tired for this. guys, it's 9 a.m. I made it about 100 pages into my manga last night. Did it, smashed it, and then I went to bed at like 2 a.m. So that's the vibe. I'm supposed to, I don't know, be a real human now. I don't know if I can actually do that. I might stay here and watch a few episodes of White Lotus. I'm really loving the manga. This is why I went to bed, is because I started to not be able to understand what I was reading. And then I was like, I can't keep awake if I'm not understanding what I'm reading. Also, this book is really cute and I didn't want to take away from the experience. So it was bedtime for this girl. I'm supposed to be doing reading sprints today, and I think I'm going to be able to do that, but it's not going to be as long as yesterday. Yesterday we literally did it for like 12 hours. Today it'll probably only be like 3. But it's my official booktube B-day. Peace. Thank you everyone for all of the lovely wishes. It was so sweet. This has been an amazing weekend, and like I'm just so happy that people actually wanted to like do sprints with me and stuff. It was very fun. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is so cute. It's about these 2 high schoolers, and one of them has found out that she has I don't know if she had pancreatic cancer. I'm pretty sure she has pancreatic cancer. They haven't officially said she has pancreatic cancer, but like she definitely does. She knows she's gonna die, and she befriends this guy in her class who's kind of like more or less, he doesn't really have a lot of friends. He's kind of a loner, and he kind of just keeps to himself a lot, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but he just kind of, he's a very introverted little guy. And then she befriends him, and they like go out on like fun dates together, and they're like doing things that she wants to do before she dies. And it's really sweet because it's just this kind of like friendship that they're just confiding in each other and being each other's support. And while they're going through a really tough time, even though they don't have this long history with each other, it's really special and it's really sweet. You're kind of seeing the dynamics of how that's playing out in school and stuff like that. I don't know, I'm really loving the experience of reading a manga. I feel like I need to get more. I've heard Orange is a really good one. If anyone has any recommendations on what mangas to get, please leave the comments down below, because I feel like there's such great things for readathons, and also I just feel like I want to read more of them. And I know that there's so many, and it honestly overwhelms me a little bit when I think about all of the booktubers have just started getting into manga. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna spend $150 billion on manga. I don't want that to happen, but it could. There's a lot of manga out there, and your girl could do some damage. That's what's happening. I'm probably going to finish this, and I want to watch an episode of White Lotus, and then I will get off the couch. Okay, bye! Hello, I'm back again. We're still going. I don't know if the 48-hour thing was a good idea, to be honest with you. I feel exhausted, and I think that's just because of yesterday. I was just like so drained from all of the reading and sprinting I did. I'm supposed to start sprints in a half hour. I pushed them back because I just needed some time to be on my own. I'm halfway through I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Probably will finish that. My next option, I just don't know what I want to do next. I'm still thinking I might want to stick with an audiobook because I want something to do with my hands. And my audiobook for Sorrow and Bliss just came in from the library, so I think I might pop that in while I'm doing my puzzle. But I'm like in a very puzzly mood, so probably gonna do that during reading sprints. It's my actual booktube B-day today, which is amazing. I love it. So happy. But I'm starving and I need to get some food. So I'm gonna go eat lunch and probably start sprints in 20 minutes or so, and then we're off. We're off to the races for the end of the readathon. I'm hopeful I will be able to complete 3 books. That would be amazing. Worked out this morning, watched a few episodes of White Lotus. That show is wild. I love the music in it too, and I know everyone raves about the title intro music, but man, they are just horrible people. Like, oh my god, just awful. See you guys in a bit. Bye. guys, I finished it. That was so freaking cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why do graphic novels and mangas like always do this to me? I didn't actually shed a tear, but I definitely got emotional. I was feeling the feels, you know? People should go read this if they just want an emotional time. It was really sweet. It was so wholesome. It's just about this this unlikely friendship between two classmates. One of them has like pancreatic cancer, and she knows she doesn't have a long time to live, and she's just trying to live her life to the fullest that she can with the time she has left. And the relationship is between her and this like very quiet, introverted student in her class, and they're just becoming friends and kind of just living her life out together. And it's just really sweet and wholesome, and there were a lot of like good life lessons to be heard from there. Talk about death and dying and what it means to actually live, and what does living mean to you, and just like putting life into perspective. For it to be done in like a manga way, they're always so hard hitting. I really liked it. This was such a great manga to start off with. I'm feeling a 4-star, no reason other than I didn't get 5-star feels. I really enjoyed it, and I think I'm gonna sit on the rating a little bit more. Thank you, Becca and the Books, for the incredible recommendation. We got this together when we were book shopping, and I just trusted her. I was like, okay, sure. Now I want to read more manga. Like, wow, that was amazing. I'll update you in a second. I have to go back to sprints. Here's the deal. I have 45 minutes left of my reading sprints. 45 minutes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do my puzzle for the next 45 minutes, and then the Packer game starts, and then that's gonna be the end of my readathon. I have completed 3 books, which is an incredible way to start off the year, considering I usually read like 3 or 4 books in a month, and I already smashed that out in not even 10 days into January. Like, high five. And then after that, then I'm gonna be done. I am readed out. My brain is mush. And I also had to edit this vlog. We just got a lot going on. But I think I'm probably gonna end the vlog here, because I'm just gonna listen to Sorrow and Bliss on which is my audiobook, for the next 40 minutes, and then we're just gonna wrap up sprints and be done. But one last thing that I wanted to do is just talk about the stats that I did for this 48-hour readathon. So in total, I read 3 books and a little bit of a 4th book. I know I read at least 1,000 pages. I'm probably gonna guess it's about 1,060 pages, just from my brief little calculations. So I would consider that the most successful 48-hour readathon / 24-hour, 48-hour readathon I've ever done. I kind of really didn't read today and Friday, so I'm just gonna call it, 24-hour readathon, whatever. I've learned a few lessons. Number 1, long ass reading sprints are the trick. Like, if I'm on reading sprints, I do my reading. It's like having people hold you accountable for them. So going forward in the future, if I ever do any more 24-hour readathons or 48-hour readathons, we will be sprinting. That is the key. Please let me know what books you read during this weekend if you participated in the reading sprints. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you read in the comments, or what you are looking forward to reading in January, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!